Hi, boys and girls. We're sorry we're not doing the Mayor's Reading Program with you this month, but we are trying to read some books, and we hope that you'll join us. This is a really great book. I'm Donna McBride, and I've been part of the Mayor's Reading Program for a long time now. And I thought that this is a favorite book of mine, and it might be a good time for us to read together. So this book is called Can We Get Along? And I had the opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. A few years ago, and I got this book at a museum. And it's one of my favorites, and I hope it will be yours too. So let's get started. This is called We Can All Get Along. This is by Laura Murphy Payne. When we get along, we talk together, we laugh, we work, we play together, and sometimes we are even quiet together. And you can see in the picture here that they're getting along and they're having fun together. Much like all of you when you go to school with your teachers and your friends every day. When we get along, I feel happy and I feel safe. And I know right now it's kind of a scary time for us, but we try to get along with our brothers and sisters and our moms and dads and nanas. So hopefully this book will help you as well. When we get along, I feel happy and safe, and I know you probably do too. When we don't get along, we fight and we argue, we yell, we hit, we cry, and sometimes we say mean things. And when we don't get along, it makes me feel angry and afraid. And I know we've all felt like that with our own brothers and sisters and even our friends sometimes. I can remember my feelings. And when I am with other people, I can remember times when I felt happy or angry, safe or afraid. And sometimes my feelings can help me make good choices. And you can see right there in the picture how she's making a good choice to be friendly and helpful. I can think about my words before I say them. I can choose to do what I do before I actually do them. And I am in charge of my words and my actions because they belong to me. And you can see here how the little boy fell in the mud and he has a friend helping him up. And that's a good choice that he made to help somebody else. I can talk and I can listen. I can take turns and I can share. I can help solve problems and work things out. I can do my part to get along. And we're all doing our part to get along right now because we're staying home to be healthy and safe. I know how I like to be treated. I like to be talked to and I like to be heard. I like smiles and hugs and friendly words. I like to be treated with kindness and respect. And I can choose to treat others the way that I want to be treated. So while you're at home with your brothers and sisters, you can play games together, you can read books together, and you can help one another, and you can treat them with kindness. I know how I don't like to be treated. I don't like to be teased or called names or yelled at, and I sure don't like mean words. And that guy's kind of scary right there, isn't he? I wouldn't want to be treated like that. I sure don't like to be pushed or kicked or bullied. I don't like to be hit, and hitting is never okay. And I know when we're all in the house together and we're tired of looking at each other and we can't go to school and play, sometimes our emotions get the best of us, but it's never okay to hit somebody. These things can hurt my body and my feelings. And sometimes I do feel afraid and sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I want to hurt someone back, but I can choose not to do that. We can always choose to get along with our friends and our family. When someone hurts me, I can talk about my feelings. I can walk away, I can play alone for a while, and I can even ask an adult for help because those are good choices. Can you think of something you've done this week where you had to make a good choice? I know I have. I can get along with many people who are like me and people who are not like me. I learn new ideas and I do try new things because I can be a friend. And I know that this week you're all trying to see your friends and you're lonely and you want to go back to school, but you can still be a friend. You can read a book, you can get online together, and maybe you can even write a letter together. Friends are like people you can count on. Friends are people who talk to you and listen to you when you talk. And friends are fun to play with and be around. And I know soon that we're going to be back in school and with our friends on the playground. But until then, you're going to have to learn how to get along sometimes alone. Even though we are different, we can talk together, we can laugh and work and play together. Or we can just simply be quiet together and we can all get along. Well, that's my favorite book. It's called Can We Get Along? And I hope this week or next week that you're getting along with your brothers and sisters and moms and dads and nanas. And when you get back to school, you're going to have lots to talk about and talk about the things that you did. So until then, keep reading.